come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Hello. Welcome back to the Fumble folks. Here with our long-form campaign for Rapid Riders. I am your Dungeon Master, Sam. We are going to jump back into it. But first, let's reintroduce ourselves to our Rapid Riders. Bree.
Hi, I am Bree. I am playing the amazing Dyanna. And she's a sun elf. I've forgotten. Bard of Eloquence. Blade singer. Wizard. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. I don't know. Yeah, she's a sun elf. It is the middle of the winter. She's very cold. And sad.
Snow is falling all around us.
Children are
then
playing.
we have...
No. It's a lie.
Ben.
I will the stream. Hi. I'm Ben. I'm playing Zeek Boondiggles. I'm just as grumpy in real life as I am in my character. I'm the half gnome, half dwarf, half monk, half warlock. Bald-headed little thumb boy.
Thumb boy.
Thumb boy.
Is starting to stretch the shoulders out a little bit. Not too well because of upside down shenanigans, but got a little bit of exercise in, which is a change. Managed to do a nice little sprint. You know, just a casual 150 feet in 6 seconds.
Standard.
As a 3 foot gnome.
For a tall person, that's like pretty fast. For your size, you're just bolt of lightning.
Wile E. Coyote in it, yes.
Wile E. Coyote. Next is Shimmy, but next is Doran.
Yes, it's me. I'm Doran. Hello. I play Halite, everyone's favorite half giant. He's 8 foot tall, built on muscle and combat. He loves combat. I like combat. I think I like combat more than Halite does. He's fine. He's cold. He likes the cold. He also Diana's accent very sad.
You forgot to mention the fact that, as always, you are rocking amazing makeup, which I have no idea how long it takes you, but every time it's brilliant. Shout out to that. We don't listen.
Many
getting
hours,
faster.
I think. Yeah.
It's getting faster.
Yeah, it's. I need to do it more. I've gotten lazy. But I'll stick to our usual order with Sarah next.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I play Taxes, the human of the group. Was once the only rogue of the group, but now is the rogue / Swayer describes homebrew monk of the group. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. And last but not least, we have Phil.
Hi, I'm a Phil. I am playing Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot. He's a little old part elf, part halfling, little ranger boy, and mild mannered. And as we found out, as I was reminded last week, absolutely will fucking murk a motherfucker in combat. Rangers are, as we said in our little right, filth, absolute
Shush,
filth.
shush. They get to hear that joke elsewhere.
Oh, sorry, that's the Patreon.
I watched your brain work, and then you're
I'm ready to do the same joke, but no, that's right. We get horrendous
and much more.
Okay,
Yeah, you get to pay on Patreon for that kind of content.
you got to pay for my quality jokes. No, we need them to join the Patreon. We shouldn't be pitching it like that.
On Patreon, it's basically an Only Phil's account.
I am.
We have our Riders Digest.
I'm the ranger of the party. I'm the ranger of the party, swarm keeper. So I have a swarm of burbs that help me do all manner of tasks, including like killing guards and things, like Mary Poppins would if she could on Disney.
She would if she could, and you know she would.
She
was already
Second she gets the chance.
That woman's seen things.
I 100% canonically believe that she already has.
Oh god,
There's definitely a corpse in that handbag.
She's always on the run. Like, what is that about?
Previous owner.
I must move on to the next place. They've caught up with me.
The previous kids that weren't good when she was there.
No!
Ones that she tried all the songs with, and they were still little pricks. So she's like,
Hey, before you get to the bag.
So
Spoonful of helps them.
little cartoon squirrels.
So all I'm hearing is Mary
Drag
Poppins
them
be
in
popping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just reaches the bag, pulls out a Glock, and poof. But that's not what we're here to do
Anyway.
today. Tonight we are here on episode 31 of our Rapid Riders campaign. The party are in the heartland of Colovia, of the Colovian Empire. They have just disturbed a masquerade ball and learned some important things, including the fact that Burrafirth, the mining town led by Taskmaster Breloxa, is a little bit more than a mine. It is becoming a rapid transit tunnel from the southern portion of the empire towards the north in order to form a rapid movement of troops in what is a long-term plan to stage war against the northern kingdoms. Noticing this, they have decided to make way in that direction. They have encountered a checkpoint on the way, which they thoroughly dispatched last episode, and having fed the bodies to the wolves, recovered what information they can from the remains, they are once again on the road. They travel a little bit further. They are already reaching evening by the time that they encountered this place, but there are no more disturbances along the way. They maybe go a few more hours, enough to be safe from anybody thinking that they are directly involved before they make camp for the evening. This evening, once again, the snow is starting to fall. You realize it is going to set and it is going to stay for a while at this point. For some of you, maybe not used to the Colombian climate too much. For all of you, I believe, none of you have been this far west. It's not this far west into the Empire itself. Anybody want to take watches or do stuff? Let me know.
I just think we always chat over watches. What do people do before you settle down? What do we do?
Set up camp.
Set up camp.
Halite grows to be 16 foot tall, lays down, and starts rolling around to flatten the area so it's not fresh stone anymore.
It is effective. You pack the snow in a reasonable area.
Camp.
Mark off one of your uses of giant.
I will.
Wow, that is.
Halite.
Hey, that's
the oh, fuck me, Jesus.
you caught yourself there.
Yeah.
You caught yourself there. You were like, I'm not even gonna.
No.
Oh, well,
I'll
hey.
scoop out some snow. So a campfire area. Get rid of that bit of snow. There you go.
Make me
Guys.
a survival check, and anybody can give assistance to Halite here as they are taking.
No, I'm not getting near that shit.
I'll probably
Yeah,
make it worse,
sure,
so I'm not doing that.
I'll go on top of him like in a cartoon when they're on a barrel, like.
Yeah, you do that, and at the same time, clearing the area, picking up some dry twigs. You have a full real tree in the back. Setting up camp, I'm just going to make this a survival check, just to see how comfortable you can make this of an evening.
26.
26. You know what? You make a long fire. You notice where people are going to be best served by overlying boughs of trees. So you set the fire there. They're going to get heat through the night whilst getting some protection from the elements. It's a comfortable camp that you create here.
Halite constructs an igloo.
Wow.
Not quite, but certainly enough that everybody's going to have a comfortable night's sleep here without too much worry about the cold and the snow.
Nice.
Well, that is one good use of getting big, I guess. This whole thing is like flattened. Good.
Right? And occasionally you can see my face prints in the snow.
Nice.
You look at a face print just smiling.
Like this big.
I feel like the whole point is so people don't know we're here, and that's the whole wolves. And now we see Highlight's face.
I'm literally just gonna turn to you and just go. And I've already got a branch, and I'm just going through it. It's like just it's not worth the hassle.
That's tomorrow's issue, isn't it?
They're probably gonna be covered up by tomorrow.
I know, like, despite probably healing myself and probably having quite a decent short rest, I'm still going to collect some snow and put it on, like, the bits of me that was slashed up.
Put on your bits.
just my bits. No, it's too cold for that.
When is it? Okay, never mind.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, start sort of doing that, and then after a bit, I'm gonna sit down by the fire, and I'm gonna take out my book.
Falls in fire, burns to death.
Snow on there helps. Partly because it sticks there, and just like you can heal some of the superficial damage, but this inflammation, cold packing it actually genuinely helps.
It's nice.
And as you sort of left it there, you open up your spell book, I believe is the book you're referring to.
No. I mean, I could
book.
later, but the book that Taxes realized that she had in her pack the whole time, from our prequel that we just thing. Yeah, it's the Diana's Book of Smutty Smut. It is one of the novels. One of the only novels left in the Empire, probably. And it's about love, an elf, and a human. It's so forbidden.
So romantic.
So romantic. And
Is the human named in...
Yes.
Okay, I'll have a quick look and see it in the film. Continue.
Is the human named?
Are either of them named is the question.
Yes, they are. Is Aurora one of them?
Yes.
Wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Aurora's the elf.
Yeah.
I found it on our special drive.
But this is like, it was at one point like her, I mean it still is like her favourite, the only book, her favourite book, so she reads it a lot. She thought it was lost because they had to leave the flat really quick. But Taxes, by magic of
It's because we agreed we have like a
meta.
little book club. We swap the book back and forth.
Yeah, and you had it at the time. Who'd have thunked it, eh? Shit. But yeah, it will sit by the fire. Also, can we say that we managed to get some like cold weather clothes from the last camp? Cause
Yeah, you are able to requisition. Some of them are a bit bloody because they were wearing them as they were on watch. But the ones that had to sort of rush out of the tents, they a good at least 4 pairs of unbloody ones. Some of the people you killed in fairly bloodless ways, I believe. It's reasonably bloodless ways.
not really.
I don't think I cut anyone.
That doesn't
I
mean
smushed
they
them.
bleed.
You did smush them.
You
Smushing.
used a guy as a club. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of blood that came out of him.
True, he was bleeding. If nobody else was bleeding. I'm going to say it takes not too much effort, but there's winter clothing available for you guys, but
Nice. Cool. Well, for the first
it's all
time.
human-sized, but apart from that,
Stealing a scarf.
yeah.
Stealing everything I can, so that unless people hate me for it, and then I won't care.
I see people crying about the blood, and I'm like, oh, shit's bloody. Just rips it off.
No one's crying about any blood. We're crying about being cold.
Gone down to like
Question.
10 with bullshit stuff.
I have a question. Are you reading the Book of Smut out loud or just quietly?
Quietly to myself, in my brain, as it were. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Noted. Good.
Yeah, I'm quite comfortable by the fire in my new furs, reading the book. There you go. Chilling.
Yep, help.
Been a long day.
Let me help prep some food. I'm guessing we have a selection of rations and things like that. Well,
Yeah, I'm going to say it's part of that making camp check that you helped highlight with, that you are helping make the food, making this a comfortable camp. It's a fairly hearty meal. You're able to forage a few things in the area. Some not quite potatoes, but like hearty tubery kind of roots, filling alongside your rations. As dinner is served, a bowl is taken. 2 bowls are taken actually by Garrick, as Garrick takes one over to Dyanna with her book and sits next to her close and passes her a bowl.
I don't look
Looks at
up
what
straight
she's-
away because I'm like in my book.
He puts a finger over the book and looks what you're reading. And, and he like puts it back towards you.
You should read it. It's really good.
What, maybe I will. Yes, yeah, I will. You should eat as well.
Oh yeah. We'll put the book down.
So I know I'm not part of the rapid riders, but you had a lot of information put on you recently. A lot of information that they might not know how much it means to you as much as I know. Your mother's alive. Thalia is out there. Well, not out there, but out somewhere.
She's certainly somewhere.
Which is better than nowhere.
Sure.
I'm not gonna probe, I'm not gonna lecture, I'm just gonna say that if you ever decide that that's what you need to focus on, I'm with you.
Okay, thanks. Just trying to digest what that might mean. in my head. I mean, I'm not certainly not planning on doing anything about it right now, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not saying. I think people here are a little bit tired of a bit where we all split up and some of us go on emotional journeys. But
I can't do any more of those.
I'm just saying, if that's how it needs to be, don't feel like you have to leave me asleep when you. Okay. I'm coming with you.
Thanks.
Dahlia was good crack, and she was a good mother as well. So
She was, when she wasn't like being all strict and stuff.
taught me a few things about magic as well. So
Yeah. If she knew what you were doing with those things, though.
oh, she would scold me and then teach me how to do it better.
Exactly. And she might do that. Yeah. It's weird, right?
It's so weird. But I'm getting used to people I thought were long dead being alive. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. Yes.
He takes his bowl of stew and raises it like a glass and says, Tavalia, and it goes to clink your bowl of stew.
I clink it back and I'm like,
Clink.
start sipping it and just take a potato, whatever it was, and just be like,
Yeah.
Dahlia?
It's a nice potato.
It is.
It's a strange gesture.
Damn right, it's a good potato.
I appreciate. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Although, I don't know. I don't want to bring the mood down. Everybody's, enjoying themselves around the fire. Probably no one is enjoying themselves around the fire. I don't know. Yeah.
Dewey's had a lovely time. He's full of sugar after what should theoretically be a traumatic near-death encounter.
Yeah, see? Everyone's happy.
But do me a favor and don't. No. He looks at you. When you say everyone's happy, can you make me a check if you do or do not mean it? Garrick, my man, come on!
Is it a natural 20? Is it enough?
It's dog shit is what it is.
Dense as brick.
It's not deception.
Welcome to
Wow,
being Diana's
is.
boyfriend.
I just made you good at this.
I'm
Fuck.
not rolling deception because I don't know if.
No.
Not to partake in the
gets-
chicken,
he-
but you're not going to be
It's-
taxes with it.
He gets
Trying
an
to roll-
11 to try and he's trying to intuit if when you say everyone's happy, whether that means you're happy for things to continue in the direction they are, or you're upset
Right.
that we aren't going to get your mum right now, kind of thing. That's what he's trying to intuit.
Well, I got less than a 10 on, I guess, persuasion is kind of what I was trying to do, but
I would say
I kind of guess,
with your eloquence, you can fully put the mask up, or you can decide that just through body language, through enough signals, you can let him know whatever you are genuinely feeling.
yeah,
It's up to
my
you.
mask isn't up. I'm not intentionally trying to. It's not a lie. It's just a. What did he get? 11.
11. He rolled a 4 with advantage because he's a duo.
Shit, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
My man has no game. He has no game.
Welcome to being Diana's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, everything is fine all the time.
You will never understand this woman.
Oh, no. So what was the question again?
The question was,
This is
he
how
is
it
trying to
happens.
intuit, and Diana doesn't know this, essentially,
Yeah.
but he is trying to intuit, is Diana okay with the fact that Burrafirth is the next destination, and then maybe we're going somewhere south to the ruins, or is Diana actually quite anxious and quite upset about the fact that the first objective is not find Thalia, find my mum? Or is it like a middle ground of as much information as you think in 11 that you would... No, it's not even that. Not even that, because 11 fails. So it's as much information through body language or
You want to
through...
give away, yeah.
Yeah, as you want to give
Okay.
away to Garrick.
Okay, well, it's obvious that when she says, everyone's happy, I don't want to talk about my mother, that's not the case. She doesn't genuinely think that everyone is too happy for her to talk about her mother. I don't know. You can't have that answer if you don't ask the question.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough.
Yeah. But there's definitely like she's not saying like everyone's too happy to hear about her sad story. That's what she said, and that's not what
He's happy. He's at least...
believes.
He's at least insightful enough to read that is I don't want to make people sad right now with my sad stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going to follow your direction on that, where he's not going to pry any further.
Yeah.
Because that is what you have related. That's what you want to do. You want to just focus on keeping people in this good space right now. And that you're going to follow your direction on that.
But if he were to ask the question, I may or may not put my mask up.
He might not do that in front of everybody in this sort of space. But...
Yeah. But I will say quietly though, I'd be like, well, I'm glad you think that her being alive is a good thing. And I think everybody else thinks that too, so I'm not gonna, I don't wanna, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. And none of them have had the privilege, and we're going to make sure they do, of knowing your mother.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Meeting your mother.
Hopefully. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Hopefully.
It'll happen.
At some point.
Phil is already shipping Halite and Diana's mum.
Wow,
Yes.
hold up. What is happening?
I am a fan of this.
Wait, what?
If I can't be with you, I'll be your new dad.
Oh
Call
my
me daddy again.
You will call me daddy. One
Once
way or
more.
other.
Oh
You will
my
once
God,
more
I'm
call
so
me
sorry,
daddy.
everyone.
Oh no. Oh god.
No.
This
Oh,
is my
no.
new goal.
Oh no.
You're
I will
welcome,
work-
everybody.
I will work towards this.
New inspiration for Hal.
God.
There's the title of the episode. You will call me
You will
daddy.
call me daddy.
Again.
You will call me daddy. It's very threatening.
Oh god. Oh Christ. Right.
How old is Diana's mom?
Old
well,
enough to
they're
know
at
better.
200, so she's at
Many
least 500,
centuries. Yeah.
600.
Many lots.
Old enough that our Strixhaven campaign had her alive and well.
She was adult then, yeah.
Yeah.
MILF.
It's an elf.
Okay. So,
Canon.
no.
Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway,
Mouth.
Anybody else doing anything? Yes, Diana. Did you
that
have
is
something?
me again.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying that I was going to say that quietly.
Yes.
I
yeah.
don't know if anybody is trying to listen.
They're not being subtle about the fact they're talking, but they are talking quietly. I don't think anybody, unless anybody tells me that they're trying to eavesdrop particularly, I wouldn't say so. Vexation certainly won't.
Dewey is just talking to one of his flock. Just be like, oh my God, Craig, you took out his eye. That was gross.
Wow.
How like it's working out intensely.
Okay.
If that actually follows suit with what.
Can
So I'm gonna be trying to get used to the spear that I picked up at the end of the last one, and I'm gonna. How good does my passive perception need to be? Is probably the question.
For
To see whether I can see whether Taxes is looking over constantly, looking to want to train monk with me.
I mean,
how is happy to train. Not monk,
Taxes.
but
Taxis is currently writing in a book, doing maths, working out how she was able to pinpoint the directions and stuff. But she's a lot more energetic than she usually is. Got adrenaline pumping through her. So
Cool. Then if you want to, then the sparring session is open. Otherwise, I am just going to be training with my spear.
I mean, I'm up for some sparring.
I'll while I am talking to Craig about his performance in the previous fight, if we just say, Warren, that I am literally sat cross-legged on your back as you're doing like push-ups.
well, I was thinking about that. I was actually thinking about doing handstand and push-ups instead.
So sitting on his feet then.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, sure.
So
Why
the
not?
bird is just doing this and going up and down constantly. Yeah, you're okay with a little bit of player-on-player combat if me and Sarah spar?
I can set up, yeah. As well.
Would
Go,
you
there
like
were
a
no-
map,
there were
or are
no-
you happy to do this theatre of the mind?
I'm happy to do a theatre of the mind, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either of us have issue with speed.
So I don't know, Sam. There were no death saving throws last week. Now's the chance. Saw what happened when Garrick and
Reaching
Dyanna
yourselves and then Garrick suddenly turns traitor. Oh, snap.
I mean, I'm already down 1 key point, so.
I'm down quite a few key points.
Well, you would have had a short rest if you wanted to meditate.
Very true. The
Yes.
opportunity before, if you would like to. I mean, you're about to go into a long rest. What kind of area are you looking for? Is this going to happen in the middle of the camp? You're looking for just a wide open space in between the trees? What's happening?
I hope you stay by the campfire. I want to see it.
Open combat?
Open combat, yeah. Go on.
So I'll just take the spear and I'll make about a 20-foot ring. Insert in a circle. Let's go.
Okay.
First down, first to tap out, or first that leaves the ring.
Okay. Cool. All good.
Cool.
This is the first time you guys have fought each other directly.
It is.
And you are both monks. You are both people who study martial arts. Some of you more recently than others. Sarah, what does Zeek see as Taxes is preparing for this fight in the sort of few seconds before the actual combat starts? How are they getting themselves ready?
Cool.
What do we all see? Staring.
So, as I said, she was writing in a book and she was working out, because she's really smart, she was working out the distance of throwing and the force pulling it back. She does that. It's fun. It's a hobby. So you'd probably see her flipping through her book and shutting it, and then simply just like tightening her gloves up
It's hot as
So
fuck.
hot.
I will add to this for you, Sarah. You, as you are feeling this and looking at them, it's a familiar feeling now, the feeling of your ancestors sort of behind you as you begin to feel the adrenaline rush into your veins, the ki flowing through your body. They are with you in this moment, even if it is just a spar, just to put him in his place.
Yeah, fuck him up.
However, Ben, what does Taxes and the rest of the party see as Zeke is preparing to fight?
So after trying to stretch around a little bit and finding it very enclosing, the sleeves are getting ripped off.
Yes.
Oh, very different.
Sleeves are bullshit.
Sleeves are bullshit. And the spear is it's going to go into not a cocky stance, but fairly relaxed, with the base of the spear just resting on the back foot, and the front hand out, just raised for, like how they do in martial arts, where they put the back of their fists to each other, just waiting for the
The
acknowledgement of
tap
when
to
start.
start kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her up.
In this moment, as you are doing this, you feel two things. One, more familiar, weirdly, the presence of others around you that cannot be seen by your party, specifically this Goliath warrior, non-binary individual who is cracking their knuckles, just grinning ear to ear. You know this individual to be named Anif, and they are very happy about any display of might, and this is their chow. You also notice to yourself the feel of the spear in your hand. Like you said, it's a relaxed pose. You've been toying with the spear for a while. You know how it balances. You know the distance from you that you can expect to thrust. It has become an extension of your body in that way. And as you take the last breath before your hands touched, you feel your chi flow through your body to your hands, and then through the spear and back to yourself. You touch hands. The match has begun. Let's roll some initiative. For those who might not be aware, our Drunken Master has become a Kensei.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Fucking Taxes is savage.
Is that going to beat? Is that going to beat you then?
No, soft 10.
Soft 10. Okay, Taxes first. As you notice your ki flow through you, continue, the fist, the blows are already coming towards you, and you are just about on the back foot in terms of initiative. But Taxes, it is your turn.
Okay, cool. Bonus action, insightful fighting. So Ben, you do a deception check, and I get to do a insight check.
Cool. That's a 19.
I get advantage. So that'll be a 19 as well. Don't know how that
I
works.
believe you have to beat it. Let's read the. Let's check for rules, you guys. Let's check for rules.
Is it meets beats?
Doesn't say.
Rogue, inquisitive.
If I succeed.
Typically
it-
meets
it-
beats.
Succeed is beats, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Cool.
you've met it as opposed to beating it.
So
Meets beats.
there is something about Zeke. They seem distracted, and you cannot get a bead on exactly what is going on in their head right now, and you cannot gain this insightful fighting on them in this moment.
Oh, and then in that case, I'm going to hold my action and use it as a dodge instead.
Okay. First round, you dodge, you prepare yourself for blows incoming. Zeke, you observe this.
Gonna watch the slight twitch and just. Okay. All unarmed strikes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 15 to hit.
15, yeah, hits my armor class.
Remember, you're running with disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Can't do battle music outside of Roll 20.
That's full damage, so that's 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fine.
My second strike. Oh, that one's going to miss. That one's a 12. So with that one, I just sweep in front of you a little bit. And then I'm going to go into my agile parry stance, which I get for if I make contact with a melee attack, an unarmed attack, sorry, in the previous turn. So my AC goes up by 2. So literally, it's going to spin around and then just point the spear out towards you, just holding you at a distance.
Some flavour to this because you made both attacks unarmed. The spear was planted into the ground as you wheel yourself around, kick one, connect. The second one, they're just able to dodge back before you then, realign yourself.
Yeah, first blood!
Okay, push myself down. I'm gonna do the insightful fighting again. I need
Go
this.
for it.
That's a 21.
22.
Oh!
You see this like steel wall face focused only on the combat. You feel your ancestors just guide you to left. You watch that little buckle in the leg, that little twitch of the arm. You know how to take advantage of their fighting, and you gain your insightful fighting.
Then in that case, I'm going to dash forward and do some unarmed strikes, 2 attacks.
For it.
So that's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely it's.
I get my sneak attack on top of that.
You do.
So
Assuming you're using a finesse weapon, which I'm assuming you're not just punching him.
yeah, I'm just using the dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needed.
There's me not trying not to use a bladed weapon.
I'm using the blunted side. Fine. God. I need to
Receive actual blood, first blood.
Everybody has been using bladed weapons in the sparring, so
I was intending on using the blunt side.
fair enough. How light was Hucky Axe's?
So that's
She stabbed me first.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. And then the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
22 to hit again, and that's 7 points of damage.
7 points, was it?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
That's all I can do.
Speak from a moment as you are just before the attack. You swear you see a flash of new ghosts that you have never seen before, just behind Taxes, but not for long enough before you see blades coming towards you and you are unable to defend.
Are you drawing blood, or was that a blunt?
Blunt. I wouldn't use the blade against you. It's just
That's what I was checking. Because if we were using the blades, then this would have been a very different fight very quickly.
no, it would. I would have. No, I would have made a point to do the blunted side of it.
Cool. So as soon as she's getting into my ribs, then I'm gonna immediately try and elbow strike to try and stunning strike her. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, it's.
Oh, another full 8 points of damage.
Cool.
So you need to make a con save of 14.
I failed.
Okay, so you're stunned. So now I get advantage on my strikes. So that's a soft 20. 4 points of damage. Am I able to use Flurry of Blows when I've done Stunning Strike? I don't know.
No, because
Yes, you are.
Are you? I thought Stunning Strike was a bonus.
Nope.
Stunning Strike just happens as part of an attack, I believe.
Yeah. Because you can stunning strike on 4 attacks if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Cool.
if this thing absolutely positively must be stunned.
Yes. And do you want to burn all your key points at once? It's a good way to do it.
Advantage, thank. Oh, I thought. Oh, it's a 13 to hit, which misses. And then a 24 to hit for another 8 points of damage. So I'm literally just gonna elbow strike and back fist twice, missing the third one, and then just step back again into the agile parry. I'm still in contact, I'm still in 5 foot with you, but there's technically a spear in the way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can I attack as stunned?
Nope, your turn gets skipped.
Stunned, your turn gets skipped. Monks are very good at PvP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your head is reeling. You just get as your senses just about come back round to you as more fists are flying in your direction.
How rough are they looking?
Oh, half health.
Cool. So another stunning strike. Not stunning strike. Sorry, another strike.
Fucking say.
Yeah, I'm not that much of a dick. That's a natural 20 for 26 overall.
Yeah, I mean they're stunned, but until the end of your turn, I think so. Crits are gonna happen.
Oh, shit.
For there's 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and when I can see that they've got about quarter health left, I want to basically be trying to sweep them to try and get them on the ground and basically spear to the chest. I don't want to actually knock them out. I just want to basically make them try and concede.
Yes, I'm about quarter health.
I also, Dyanna is like, should I fucking, like, do something? I kind of,
Yeah, so
itching to do something.
Yeah, so that's a 21 to hit, so I'm not actually going to do any damage this time. I'm just going to sweep your legs out from underneath you, and then just place the blunt end on your chest. Just...
Nah, she's down.
Do you concede?
I take out my traversal pitten and I'm going to sweep your legs.
Yeah!
Come on!
Bring it.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah! You hear a message in your ear.
Fucking natural
Fucking
one.
come on!
No.
Oh!
Fumble
I
rule me.
fucking fumble in it.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Fumble rule it.
Yes!
Let's get dirty.
So, for those who might be new here, Fumble rule on a natural one is classically called a fumble. We are the Fumble folks, and we do not want failures to just fail. We want failures to succeed forward. For fail
Fun
forward.
times.
Fail forward. This is going to work. What we try to do is going to work, but there are going to be consequences.
So you can see Taxes is
Get
pissed.
in the chat. Let me know suggestions, because reach for traversal pit and the strike is coming up. You are essentially on the ground, but no, proning attack was made, so you're just leaping forward and going. So this is you're getting up and attacking, thrusting forward with this thing. Let me know how people might think that would work. I'm going to think of suggestions, unless
I have
somebody
a
else.
suggestion
I've got
as
one.
well. Yeah.
Tell me.
Go for it.
Both of you.
She trips on the rope of the transversal pin.
Yeah.
As she's striking up, she gets tangled and trips herself.
Mine is so you throw it, yeah? And instead of you pulling them towards you, you stumble forward as well and just face plant. You're already on the ground, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Face plant again.
180 degrees one way to the other side.
Like a fish.
Alternatively, there's the self damage in that, because it has the rope on the end of it. As you throw it, but part of you is actually lying on the rope, so it snaps back and hits you in the face.
rope burn.
Rope burn.
Grapple
I
the
like
rope.
all
I
of
like that.
these.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use all
All
of
of
these.
Wow.
You launch out with a rope, throwing yourself like up behind it with body weight, expecting to use the connection to then pull on the rope to stand yourself up. You succeed in hitting, but it's a glancing blow enough to do damage, but not to embed into them.
Fine.
So when you pull on the rope, you actually pull it back into yourself, and it hits you quite hard in the chest. Not in like the bladed side, but the blunt side like slams into your chest as you fall back down onto the ground. Enough to do damage to them, but you're still going to take a d4 points of damage as you just pull a blunt object as hard as you can into your own chest. You're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you yank as hard as you can to get it to slam into your own chest, expecting it to be pulling yourself up and Zeke towards you. Unfortunately, not quite doing what you wanted to do. But at least hitting and doing some damage in press.
And how much damage have I taken?
13.
Ooh, nice.
And in that case, I'm gonna just get myself back up and hit Zeke. Just hit him. Fuck him. That's 15 to hit.
No, because of
No.
my agile parry, my AC is 16.
Bonus action. Fist of Fury. Key point, stun attack. Fuck yeah. Taxes is pissed.
How do you like it?
Cool. So, let me, back and forth. That one misses. 20, stun attack again. So I'll never spend another key point.
Okay.
So that's a 20 to hit.
Yep. Cool. So I need what's the con that I need to beat?
I'm gonna find out now.
On your monk features D&D Beyond. If not, then it will be your
I think it's 8
14.
plus-
Yeah, it's 14.
plus prof plus whiz. 8 plus prof plus whiz.
That was almost an 18. That's a 5. I'm stunned.
5.
It focused on that 18 for so long and then just decided to go over. I was like, damn it.
Cool.
Lift themselves up, miss, and then slam the palm of their hand into your cranium as you reel back, stunned.
That's 7 points of damage from that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna go full on attack, and then fucking fist of
Bring it.
Fury again.
How many
So I
key
get-
points do you have? God damn.
Quite a few. So it's 16 to hit.
16 hits.
So that's 10 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
21 to hit for
Hit.
6 points.
Yep.
Yeah, kill him!
My God.
16 again for another 6 points.
Yep.
She is great.
And a 26 for another 6 points.
Woo.
She is.
Looking rough.
She is.
Lovely.
She's looking rough as well.
She's laying into him.
Cranium
So,
just down to the
again.
solar plexus. Boof, 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 boof. Just endless hits into the solar plexus. Yeah.
How pissed is pissed? Is it is it malicious or is it
Not malicious, but you can
Cool.
see she's more annoyed at herself. That-
okay? Cool, that's fine. Cool. And then just with that, as the stun comes off, then it's just gonna be like fully bloodied nose, bloodied mouth. Just gonna go straight back in for another hit,
Oh God,
So-
he's not stopping.
which is a
Still going.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yeah, kill her!
Ooh.
5 points of damage.
Okay. It's all good.
Another hit. Just an 18 to hit.
Yeah,
8 points of damage.
I'm down.
Cool. So as that happens, as she's stepping backwards, I'm just gonna slam the spear into her foot to pin her there, like the blunt end, slam it onto to pin her
Okay.
there, and then I'm just
Say,
gonna
Christ.
literally
Wow.
just palm up straight underneath the chin, just
There's just a cool, as your feet, like they have to like leap into the air, almost using the pole vault, the spear as a pole vault, and then the fist connects with your chin. You leave the ground momentarily before you land on your back, unconscious. This giant kin warrior person is screaming in adoration. Yes!
I'm gonna.
Similar,
Can I
but
be like? Yeah. I would be
similar,
like.
but not as a ghost.
Can I have my
Yeah,
unseen
I'm talking
servant?
about you.
Can I have my unseen servant catch Taxes before they fall to the ground, just like underneath the arms, just lower them down?
Yeah, you see this halfling woman that you've seen before, like rather than like from the side, from behind, just hands underneath the shoulders, just so the whole body doesn't slam into the head, doesn't slam to the ground. Just a soft catch and then a gentle, lowering down onto the snow.
I'm gonna be like, oh, hold this, and shove the the stew towards Garrick, and then be like, what?
Garrick just about managed to catch it, look, spill.
I'm gonna run over.
I was sick.
And I'm just gonna actually just lean over and just 8 hit points left.
One good hit.
Down from 75.
You would have. Fuck, I only had 48.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That dagger in combination with sneak and monk is horrendous.
It's so fucking bad.
Like, don't get me wrong, I could have done a lot more damage if I was using the spear. But like, it was sparring, so
yeah.
Without a dull spear, I'm not going to do that.
8 hit points. It's clear that it was close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like literally just holding myself up with the spear, just.
I'm gonna come over and be like, Taxes! Taxes!
And then I'll
I mean, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm not actually.
Yeah.
As if not, I was gonna get the smelling salts out of my alchemy bag.
No, I mean I don't have actually that many spell slots left, but you can have what the fuck is it called? Healing word.
Shows how often you use it.
Yeah, that's an 8. That's absolute dog shit.
Fine.
1, 1, 3.
Go again.
Wow. But yeah, you got 8 hit points.
Nice.
Taxes! Shaking you. Taxes!
Yeah. Okay, I'm up.
I'm just gonna come over and hold my hand out.
Take it.
And it was there that the grudge began.
Like again, grab instead of like I'm not doing it like the. This is like grab you by the forearm and pull you up, like
and lift her high and suplex her over.
Good fucking fight.
Hey. You got me in the first round.
Ow.
Yeah.
Such a dick. I think I'm gonna lose another tooth. just gonna walk back towards the fire, just like ah.
If you do, she has to keep it.
Keep it. That's unachievable.
Supposed to be on my side.
I am.
Whisper to Taxes like I could stop that from happening, but I'm not going to.
I'm just gonna pick up a snowball. I'm just gonna throw it at Harlight.
Harlight is still upside down, like doing a handstand push-ups. He's doing the entire time.
I was anticipating like I'm still sat cross-legged on your feet as you do it. You're like basically just pausing push-ups like to watch.
Give me an athletics check, motherfucker, to be doing that for the entire team.
Right.
What is that? 30 seconds.
24.
Sure. You're slowing down, but you're still able to lift. I mean, even a human child equivalent.
Just what Dewey is.
With just your upper body strength and the rest of your body alongside.
Oh.
That fight got me pumped. Does anyone want to fight me?
Nope.
Nope.
You know what? I'm tempted, but I have no spell slots left. I need to sleep.
Garrick, Vex.
Garrick is there.
Garrick's like, that's a bad idea for so many reasons.
No one wants to fight you because you're so big. Look at you doing the push-ups.
Gonna lean against one of the logs that's there and just gonna go, another night, buddy.
Fair.
As you lean against the logs, Vexation wanders over, packs some snow into harder ice, and packs it onto one of the more glaring areas, especially where the 4 rapid blows against the solar plexus came, just onto there. It feels initially quite sharp, and then it's actually nice. Just soothes the bruising a little bit.
Vex, the bridge of the nose. He needs to breathe tonight.
Taxes.
Yeah.
I think you broke a rib.
Good.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go back to my book.
And again, I'm just gonna throw another snowball.
Fucking deflect missile.
Do you choose to catch it?
Are we doing this?
That's a 17 to hit.
How does deflect missile work? I never use it.
You spend a
roll
key
it.
point. This is going to do,
I
You
still have
roll
a key
it.
point.
This does no damage, so you can just catch it, and you can choose to throw it back with a key
I
point
will.
if you'd like to. Yeah, cool. Make an attack roll against Zeek. Not bad.
25.
25.
Also
This is coming towards you.
And I've still got a key point left, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm literally just catch it again and just.
Oof.
She can't do it again. It's after reaction.
Just gonna hit now.
Just gonna put it down.
Boo.
And throw it at Dyanna instead.
Fuck you. Deflect missile. I'm not gonna. Shield. Fuck you.
It's a 17. Yeah, 17 to hit.
17 hit you.
Shield.
Shield. So, Zeke throws a snowball. Taxes catches it, throws it back towards Zeke. Catches it, throws it towards Dyanna. Arcane shield. Just splatters against it and falls to the ground.
I want to do that.
I think she's just stood there like that.
I'm just gonna smile, just like no malice in it. Genuinely, just playing around.
Oh yeah.
Ally is going to
Worth the
become
last
6
spell
foot
slot.
tall, 16 foot tall,
6 foot tall.
and grab a giant
No.
boulder-sized snowball.
No. No.
It's easily the size of Dewey.
No.
Seeing this, I'm grabbing my book. I'm going to the tent. I'm going.
You disappear into the carts.
I'm
with the
limping
awnings
to the
and-
cart. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
Fuck, this is an accurate description.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Is someone not beat up? Okay, to do first watch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everybody else, yeah.
Yeah.
Before, yeah.
It literally has to be everybody else. Anybody wish to be with somebody specifically on their watch? Have conversations. Otherwise, the night's watch will pass as I describe.
I'd like to have a chat with Dewey, but I don't mind whether that is night's watch or whether it's when we're on the carts tomorrow.
Cool.
You have to get down first.
Yeah. My watch is just gonna be
17
reading
foot
the
up.
book, so it's fine. Just whoever.
Fair enough. I think you'd probably be joined by.
Vex.
Yeah, you'd probably be joined by Vex.
Also
I'll
reading
read
the
her. I'll
snuff.
read her some of the book. Like, dude, this is so good. And then I'll read her some.
You should write her out. Like, honestly, I know it's like I respect the author, but it can't be that hard. Like a lot of this.
I know, right?
Yeah, we could do this.
We could do this. We're like a bunch of romantic grossnessness. Just
Or just like
you would do
a
this.
raunchy song just to,
Yeah. Yeah.
rebels have more fun,
Oh, that'd be neat
Thong,
too.
thong, thong, thong.
You just say that in your sleep and it means nothing.
Punch so hard.
I will
Yeah.
say we get.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Anything you say. This might-
Anything you say is not
With
as
the
good
smile.
as what just happened. Is what you're saying.
Anything you say will be held against you in
In the court of law.
Thong.
Highly
I will
likely.
make a note.
We're taking you to
Oh.
Horny Court.
Where's my little horny jail?
tiny honey jail.
Tiny horny jail. No, yeah. I'll just read Rex the passage of the book, and
Cool.
that's how we're gonna spend our 2 hours.
Nice.
Can I make a request and you read it next to the cart that taxes currently?
You need to sleep. You know what
Bedtime
happens.
story.
Like whoever is like before us on the watch will be like, oh god, they're gonna read that book, and then
Sleep,
whoever's
because it's-
like
Yeah.
after us on the watch, they just see us both like crying, and then we go to sleep.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, wakes up. Why are there so many tissues around?
Oh no!
Because they were crying. They were crying.
No.
If I wake up to hear you crying and like you're describing a het relationship, and it's gonna be like, straights are so weird. Turn back over.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Bringing
That's
order
it.
back to the situation.
Oh, what? Why would you do that?
You guys are camped a little off of the track. In the distance, it'll probably be the early hours, which be probably Garrick and Dewey, I would say. You see in the distance some carts moving. They look like they are heavily laden and not paying much attention to anything but the road, and so you're easily able to hide yourselves. Quick look at the bag. Looks heavy with stone of some kind. You can make me. This will probably be a history check if you have any history in mining or blacksmithing.
Not.
No. Garrick is going to do the same.
6.
Very good. Garrick is looking at it. It's an
Dang,
ore
maybe
of some kind. I couldn't tell you what it
Plus.
is. 6 plus,
yeah, no,
unless
6,
you get to
yeah,
like
6.
Garrick seems to recognize it as an ore of some kind, probably mined in Burrafirth and making its way down towards Vinnin along the road.
So,
that you're
sorry, it
travelling
was
on.
coming from Burrafirth.
Coming from Burrafirth towards Vinnin, yeah. As you guys pack up camp and begin on the road, you notice a few more of these on the way. It looks like whatever fork you passed on the road yesterday at some point clearly was the one where it is faster towards Vinnin, so now you're actually encountering the things coming from Perth. Maybe every hour to couple of hours, you see a
They're gonna
cart
come across
laden
the
with
bodies.
ore, stone, or tools in need of repair or replacement, or sometimes just people. Guards being replaced, guards going out, or indents being carted to a different place entirely.
This
Um,
isn't unusual.
Yeah. I was
Doesn't
gonna
look
say,
like it, no.
any ore on the rarer side?
You catch some glances as you go. Actually, no, you don't, because you have to hide underneath the.
God damn it!
I was going to say,
Particularly
sorry,
any
this
particularly
us
sparkly thing.
moving now. We're actually back on.
I
our
would say any
cart.
sparkly things wouldn't be on open display on the back of a cart.
Wow. Okay.
Beyond this odd glint of like a sort of metal that has become part of the ore. And most of the ore is like an oxidized form of it that has to be processed somewhere else, so it's not going to get recognized here. There is a point on the back cart where I'm going to say Garrick takes the reins. Garrick is driving. Halite is underneath you, but Dewey and Zeke are in the back. Nope.
I'm a driver.
You want to drive? Okay, I will say instead there's a point where Garrick needs to take a break. Dewey...
I got land vehicles.
Yes, yeah, very true. In which case, Garrick will take a break from the back, and Dewey and you are sat at the front. Dewey, just because they have pretty good range of vision out here, and if they need to, they can use the birds.
I'll sit with Taxes then.
What are you doing, lover boy?
Are we in the front or are we on the back?
Your
Dewey
cart
should
is
be in the
leading,
front.
but I'm just going off of what Ben said, that they wanted to have a conversation between Zeke and Dewey.
Oh, yeah.
You are in the leading cart with Vexation. Vexation's in the back. You two are driving. In the other cart, Halite is in the hidden compartment. Still quite cramped, unfortunately, but at least hidden from common sight. Garrick is in the sort of normal compartment, but driving it through. I would say the snow is sort of fairly light now. There's a bit of glare off the snow as you're driving. The ride is fairly smooth. The road is mostly dirt, but you occasionally hit a patch of cobbles, but actually feels nicer to ride along. But as you are driving, Zeke and Dewey, you are just sort of watching the distance with the fast approaching mountain ranges.
What are you doing, lover boy?
Yeah, I'm good. This is a lot, isn't it? I've only ever really been just some woods a little bit outside of Ben Lycia up until a few months ago, and now I'm literally in the empire that wants to crush me under its boot. This is yeah. I'm scared, basically. I'm very, very, very scared.
It is damn scary.
Yeah. But I mean, I thought we were for it when the guards made us yesterday, but yeah, we did well with that. I mean,
You need to believe in yourself a bit more. You're a damn good shot with that bow.
I've always been good, but it was something else. It's felt like that since I came out into the wilderness. Not so much when we were in Harling's Rest, but all the between places when we've been in the outdoors. It's just it's so good. It's so good, and I feel better. And yeah, I still can't believe the stuff that I did. That wasn't me selling myself short. I just good. It's good to have my guys with me, and I'll sort of look up at various instead of sort of flitting between trees next, like along the side of the road. Good.
Maybe keep those a little bit further apart from now on. We're starting to become a bit of a signal.
Maybe we try something else if we're gonna try and get some eyes inside Burrafirth. Maybe we should try covert tactics of Scar and Milo. See what kind of carnage they can cause.
I've got a question for you, bud, and I think I know the answer for most of the other peoples in this cast, and the other one. What's your plan after this? Not this fight, not Burrafirth.
Oh right, okay.
The rebellion. When we win.
Like when we win.
When we
some marshmallows on the on whatever palace or castle that Osnan's in. That'll be nice. That'll be good tasting marshmallows. Then I'm not one for tactics, but like I feel like it's going to be a long time before it's, even if we use a big thing and we bring down Osnan, the fight will still keep going for a bit. There's too many sympathizers. There's too many rich people that he has put in places of power that will be fine to turn their backs on him, but will not be fine to turn their backs on power. So, but I see what you mean. Like, are we talking like the bigger picture here? Like, we've done it. We've freed the people.
No, I'm talking about you.
Me?
Sod the bigger picture. You. What are you doing?
I guess I haven't really been thinking about that for a while. I suppose that's probably pretty good for being a freedom fighter, isn't it?
Because I have an offer if you don't have anything that you're particularly planning on doing.
Oh, a log cabin in the woods. Oh my god, like up in the trees, like the elves. You always read about how they live in the forests. That'd be cool. I'd stay true to my halfling roots, like big fucking stove, big meals. Oh.
I can't quite do log, but my mum always told me about the place her and my dad met, which was a stone cabin out in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
Zeke's just gonna straighten himself up a bit and just go. Take Colleen there.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
If anything happens to me, it's yours.
What? Dude, like, hey, now who's being down on themselves?
I'm just gonna pull out from a little thing in my alchemist bag, which is a really tatty piece of paper that's just got a small part of a map on it. Just go put that on a map of the Empire, and you'll be able to figure out where it is.
Ooh, like a secret map. Oh,
I've never gone. It was my dad's. It's not mine. Don't know whether he's alive. Don't know whether he's dead. Don't know whether I really care. But something happens to me, you get your girl and you go.
okay. So now I'll sort of unfold it and see the way it's meant to fit on a map, and I'll be like, that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. Well, I'll see your I'm too down on myself and talk about that.
Not down on myself, but not down on myself. I'm just a lot older than you. I've got 20, 30 years left on this coil.
Well, still, that's long enough for you, and I'll just tuck it back into his pocket, wherever he put it. Is it for you to show me where it is yourself?
Well, you know what it is if I don't get the chance to.
Yeah.
Could even take happier and happier over there. Sure, they'd quite enjoy getting out of Ben Alicia for a while, and then just gonna tap behind me. And I was like, and I'm sure Hal will enjoy being up in the mountains for a bit.
Oh, be great!
That's it. All that open space will be great.
Is it weird that you guys are constantly like just sitting on me?
Buddy, even if you were sitting in the top of the cart, we'd still be sitting on you.
You guys stink.
And with that, I'm just gonna fart on him.
Wow.
I've been dealing with it the entire time. You can't get the better of me. Constitution saving throw.
Do you fart?
17.
Garrick
And what-
succeeds on his acrobatics check and climbs up and out on top and sits on top of a cut on top of your nose. Let's air out a bit.
Yeah, obviously got an offer for you if you take it up as your choice. But
Okay. Thank you.
your camera's also frozen, Phil.
Yeah, it has. It's gone blank on my screen.
You're not on our screen. It's very complimentary on ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Turn
So
it
much
back on
hassle.
again.
Yeah.
How much hassle is it going to cause if I turn it off and turn it back on?
Right.
We should all do that, though. We should all take a picture of ourselves just looking at the camera, like complimentary. So like, instead of having a blank screen, we just put it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Strange. Well,
I am now the dungeon. Damn it.
There
Sarah.
we
there we
go.
go.
Push!
Ah.
It was way too late.
It was way too late. Way too late.
But
Can you do me a favour when we're in Burrafirth? When we inevitably get ourselves into trouble and start having to fight our way out, can you just keep an eye out for a bow that would be the right size for me?
yeah, okay. Yeah,
And
sure.
then, because you're a bit taller than me, but you know what would suit someone of my height.
Absolutely.
then,
yeah. Ooh, you want some tips and things?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind showing me how to shoot.
Yes, absolutely. That would be great.
I fired a couple of arrows when I was a guard, but that was only in training, maybe 20 or 30 in total.
So this is the thing. I've seen you fight a lot, but since you stopped drinking, it's very different. And seeing that sparring match down there, you're like a different person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sober.
like it.
Sucks.
I mean, I thought you'd get less grumpy, to be honest, but like,
No.
But
Before I was grumpy because I was hungover. No, I'm grumpy because I'm old.
yeah. Okay. Well,
I
still,
used to be grumpy because of the aches and pains that I got from drinking all the time. Now I've just got the aches and pains of being old.
Well, it's a good look on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to stay away from any more.
Well, if it's anything like that elderflower gin, like I'm not surprised that's put you off drinking for life.
Not
So
this
good.
elderflower.
Such good gin.
I like gin.
Dewey's probably had about 4 different spirits maximum in his lifespan.
When I'm well, if I ever feel like I'm strong enough to make you some and it not make me want to drink, I'll brew some for all of us.
Like you said you were going to outlive me. I wouldn't try and make me drink some of that.
A drink that you lot would drink, not a drink that I was drinking.
All right, okay.
I'm not that cruel.
Yeah. So you definitely shown a little bit of like how your mind's getting sharper as well. You definitely showing some tactical skills. Have you got any idea on what we're gonna do? Scope out Burrafirth, because from what we've spoken about it, it's not like most places are built to keep people from getting in, and it's a place that's built to keep people from getting out.
We already have a plan. We've got a very, very intelligent young woman over there who is very good at getting into places that she shouldn't. Very good at seeing things that she shouldn't. And all of you can seemingly speak a whatever that goddamn apples and pears languages that you keep speaking about.
Okay. Okay.
She's our front runner. Me and the big boy. I'm just gonna tap the thing below us again. Me and him, we're gonna go try and find the escape route that they used when they got over those mountains. We're a bit too noticeable for different reasons to sneak in with you all. But you three and Loverboy up there. What are you? You're not really a braggart anymore. You don't really chat shit about yourself. You ain't humble. What are you?
An elf.
I like Loverboy.
She's a golden girl. He's not a golden boy.
I am the stealthiest, most undetectable, best spy this side of the rapids.
Didn't
Cool,
Texas
so-
beat you?
So the sentient lighthouse up there is probably going to be going in with them, or possibly coming with us. What do you fancy?
We got another day travel before we get there. You know what I'm gonna say. I'll go where Dyanna goes.
Cool.
What about you, Vex? Wait, are you here? I actually can't remember. I got
Well,
in first.
She's on the other cart, buddy, and she's going to be going where Garrick goes because
Okay.
so it's just me and you.
That's fair.
I'm going in. I'm going
I
in
feel
the
sorry
cart,
for the
then,
god
yeah.
party that meets that.
And my role is to be the help then on the cart. Is this the?
You can get into a place where the human and the non-indents can't. You
To be
have a wedge.
fair,
You have a
Sorry.
wedge cut. You can get in to the drink halls or the bunkhouses, the places where these people who are probably the inside people of the rebellion are.
Yeah.
We have to have you in there.
And also,
fun.
we're kind of like the communication center. So if you need help, you can contact us, and since we have the big, scary, vulture thing, we can contact you if we need help ourselves.
He's a crow.
Crow, I've
That
told
thing's
you.
a crow?
It's still down here with you. Like it's dark in here, but you can see the two dark black beady eyes, darker than the darkness around.
Sat
I'm
in the
pretty
chest.
sure crows need to blink.
This one.
Can I
Not
say
this
you
one.
probably also got Milo?
Right next to you.
Keep all the animals.
and an unfortunate pigeon that's just been trapped in there. Just
Help!
I've been here for 3 days.
It's not familiar. It's not even a swarm thing. It's just a random pigeon. Got stuck.
That is something that would happen to a pigeon. That is.
sad cart is now the chaos cart.
Every so often with Milo, you can see the monkey eyes glaze over, and Diana's in there.
You see how flat staring at a wooden just roof, I guess.
To move around, buds, or you're gonna get bed sores.
It's...
Literally open the cart up so you can lie on his front and then put it back down immediately. Hence the pigeon is still stuck.
It's so cramped in here.
I know, big guy. Maybe you should figure out how to make yourself shrink instead of just get bigger.
Dude, if I get big while I'm in here, I could wear the cart like a turtle shell.
Please don't do that. We need this.
Oh no.
What if he's two
I-
giant leg-sized holes in the bottom of his gun?
I've already traumatized this horse once.
Pause.
Poor horse.
Also, as a note, Sam,
Mm-hmm.
like I found some rope somewhere, and the lantern is like dangling from his neck like a necklace.
Cool.
Fucking hell.
It's the only light in this dark space is the ghost lantern that is around your chair.
Weird racist ghosts.
The weird racist ghost lantern.
Could I have heard that conversation through Milo?
Sure.
Thanks.
No check necessary. If you're right there, it would be particularly quiet.
Milo's just sat on Dewey's lap or something the whole time.
None of it was supposed to be subtle. It was just
No.
directly towards Dewey.
Is Dewey petting the monkey?
Yeah, sure. I'll start
Cool.
knitting the monkey. Right.
Oh, that's not okay. That's not what I meant.
That's great.
Okay.
That's gross.
Not too many knits in the dead of winter, but nevertheless,
Also a fae.
You- yeah, also a magical animal.
Oh.
The monkey's too clean.
You guys continue to travel throughout the day, and when it begins to get dark again, there is no snow today, but neither does the snow melt. It's not warm enough. But it becomes that sort of crisp as you step on the first layer, the sort of hard crisp that you have to break through on fresh trodden snow. You have another night's rest, knowing that Burrafirth awaits you somewhere around midday tomorrow. And you have that time to prepare yourself. Have a think about what you would like to do. If people are comfortable to go on break, as has been suggested.
Yeah.
We will come back. We'll say what people are doing the night before you are to arrive in Burrafirth.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.
Viciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burning battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But when we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burning battle scars. Tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years this finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest, put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight. The end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burning battle scars. Tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years this finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest, put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight. The end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. and we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry, we'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years this finding resolution, it's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight. The end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. When we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry, we'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years this finding resolution, it's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight. The end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But when we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years this finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But when we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years this finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done. The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But when we'll knock at your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burning battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Welcome back to the Rapid Riders. The party are about to begin a long rest the night before they know they are due to arrive in Burrafirth, one of the towns in Colonia, sort of heartland of the Empire. The wagons roll to a stop.
And that's
Let's
it.
go
The
back
end.
on
Thank you
break.
for coming, everybody.
And then
It's been
that's it,
great.
yeah.
Glad you could watch us this evening.
As I said, stop. I said stop. I stopped.
Stop
it
Discord instead.
It was on time, I guess. Yeah.
Whoever's doing that at home, you're really getting good at it. Like,
Good timing,
Yeah.
like really disruptive. Oh, we've got a raid.
Even
Oh,
on the
hello,
delay.
Raiders.
hello, Raiders.
No.
Hello, everyone. For Dutch Dungeons,
Just
welcome.
Dungeons, raided with 20
Perfect
people.
timing.
Hello. We just
Hello,
come back
Dutch
off
Dungeon.
our break. And yeah.
Nice to see you all. The party have just stopped for a long rest in preparation, headed into Burrafirth, a town deep in enemy territory, with a large number of the indentured peoples trapped in a mining camp there. What do you wish to do this night to prepare?
I would like to have done something not super important on time frame, but like on the way, you said there was
Mhm.
casts coming from Burrafirth, including with indents on them.
I would probably say that maybe one or two over the course of the day, yeah.
Okay, would we have been able to see that like as we were?
Yeah, so as the carts went past, these are like a big imperial carts. We've got a couple of like strong horses on each of them. It's almost like as you go past, you'll be able to see into the back a little bit. Yeah.
I would like to ask Taxes to take a look. We'll both have a look, I guess, but take a look to see specifically. I mean, what race they are, but also what they look like and how they're feeling, like what she can get.
Make an insight check. Absolutely.
24.
24. Majority are dwarves. You see a couple of gnomes in there. Apart from that, not too well. No other races, I would say. Not gaunt so much as lean muscle on them. They have been fed enough to keep them doing their work, enough to keep the muscle strong enough to do their work. But they have not very much fat on them at all. They've been worked quite a lot. These ones look like they are on the 24. They look like they are extremely tired to a point where you get the impression that they have been fatigued enough that they just can't work the mines effectively anymore and are being moved on to do something else, to still serve the Emperor, even if they cannot do so by digging his mines. But they all look very similar, this sort of near gaunt level of skinny muscle. Despondent looks on their faces, big wedges in their ears.
I will delay out to Diana. Seeing it.
Cool, thanks. Noted. women as well as men?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Can somebody make me a survival check for making camp? It is cold, it is winter.
I'll assist.
Cool.
I
So
mean, I can assist you.
Do we know
No,
that
no,
he's a
big.
ranger?
No,
You
no,
are
big
an
boy.
expert survivalist. I feel like it makes sense.
24.
24 again. Lots of same tuber-like fruit, very hearty stew, a warm fire, good location picked out, another comfortable camp.
Should we have like a really late morning so we approach at the dead of night?
No,
No?
no, we're better off trying to get these lot in. What name are you going to be going under this time? You're back to the. Is
Wow, who knows, huh? Who knows until we literally think of it at the gates.
Well, maybe
Well,
this
okay.
time. Now that we're planning, let's do it in advance.
Okay, you plan then. Let's give us a dwarf name. Give us a dwarf name.
I mean, you'd be a bit tall for a dwarf.
I can look a bit shorter.
You take 2 feet off.
Tall dwarf.
I mean, they have half dwarves, right?
I'm just going to turn and be like,
What? Oh, yeah!
you going to be a man or a woman?
I don't know.
I can't really give you a name unless I know how you're presented.
I'll be a man.
Siegfried.
Siegfried.
Good name.
Surname? Frode.
You staying as human? Look
No.
at the taxes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm human.
She has no choice.
I have no choice in this.
She is
Oh
human.
yeah.
Born and bred.
You're the only one without magic at the moment.
Wow.
Wow, that's a bit rude.
Hey,
As far
you know
as
what?
as
Hey,
far as
Taxes.
I haven't got magic.
You know, your brain is magic.
You do pull off sorcery with the way you think about things.
See?
I feel like you've been all very sarcastic. Thank you.
No! Hey, when am I sarcastic?
I don't know when are you sarcastic.
Hey, that's exactly right.
Who needs magic when you got these?
those are magic, bud.
Yeah, magic.
I'm talking about taxes.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She fucking
Took down a
pulled a
wyvern without magic.
giant lizard thing.
Yeah, not a dragon.
Anyway.
You were able to make yourself grey-haired?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make your surname Steelbeard.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Oh my god,
But-
Diana, you can.
But don't have a beard.
Dwarves pride themselves on
Yeah,
on
you
their
gotta
beards.
have a beard. And then we're about to go
Why
sleep
do you think
first,
the
okay?
stubble has come through so quickly?
disguise self as like the shortest I could possibly be, which is 4'8". Big burly, dwarf, slightly like gaunt, like you said, and grey hair, grey beard, all the way down to like my midriff.
Yeah.
How's this?
Wedge, ringless.
Wedge, ringless, yeah.
Wedge and ringless. So you are a full indentured part of the empire.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is if we want to get into a certain part. I don't know how it works. Doesn't disguise your voice, does it?
No.
So what about
See,
taxes?
I could definitely be an old dwarf man. I can definitely be an old dwarf man. Right? Was that a
I
stereotype?
think, I think she's getting it. She's got it. Fully, I
We
believe
need to
this.
get in persona a little
Let's
bit
do it
more.
for you,
Just
Garrick.
complain
Just
about
let's do
young
it for
people.
you. Garrick.
Complain about young people or goblins.
What?
Complain about young people or goblins.
No, that's Tax's role.
Okay.
What?
Young people, yes. Goblins, that's Tax's role because the human.
Oh, they
Yes.
didn't know what
Yeah.
goblins are.
So what is Taxes like? What is your
Not a
story
rhetorical
for
question, Garrick.
getting us in? What's the
I'm
remind me what the
so
plan is
confused.
for getting us
My
into
plan.
the
It's your plan.
To be honest, are you into it?
Taxes, you're still going ahead with
Are
the
you
plan that we
into
discussed.
this?
We discussed a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Right.
So we're gonna go in. I'm gonna pretend to own people as usual, because that's my role as a human.
Right. Also, I can make everybody invisible.
That is what.
So,
That's also pretty cool. Can you do that at the same time you're looking like that?
yeah, I can. Yeah.
Bex, you can do that as well, can't you?
Yeah, I can make some people invisible.
That's fine. That's just a backup if we need it. If we need to get out there.
So,
Might I suggest that magic is the last course of action?
That's why it's the backup.
it went really well last time.
Still
Yeah,
the backup.
and you are probably radiating magic right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, should we like hide our magical items somewhere when we go in, so we can't be like hit with detect magic so easily?
You're not going to be able to get in with that axe, buddy.
Which axe? I have like 4.
All
I
of
don't think
them.
we can
the
get
one
in
that's
with anything.
guitar.
We surely can't get in with anything, right? That's the whole
I
point.
mean, do we have a?
How much space have you got in the bag of holding left?
Nope. 6. Never mind.
So the bag of holding, we have a ton of space because no one put anything in
No
there.
one uses it.
Cool. Then you guys can put all your weapons and your armor and stuff in there.
Can
'Cause
make
that
4
is
people
the-
invisible.
Yeah.
One time.
So it's last resort.
We don't want them to know that we're there, but unfortunately, magic will. They're gonna have another priest.
Sam,
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a natural 20 on Arcana.
Okay.
Can highlight.
Usually I would ask that before you give me a question, but sure, go ahead.
Sorry, that's fair. I just wanted to see if Highlight could even possibly know this.
Sure.
I'm wondering if Highlight would know if he would know detect magic can go through a lead box.
Wow. That's some
On a
smart
natural 20 with your history, you would probably have. I'm not on a natural 20 here. You would. You've worked with metal enough that you've had some commissions, especially with your mother, as like, what's that, Mama? Oh, it's a lead box. Some mages like this because it helps disguise things from magic. Bit of a Slumdog Millionaire moment of you remember that happening. That lead disguises magical detection.
If we can get our hands on some like lead, we can use that to hide magical items. So what we could do is we could put everything in the bag of holding, and then put the bag of holding in a lead box.
It's a thing where we'd need to be able to get or make a lead box.
Well, it's a
Next
mining town,
12
so
hours.
it's a mining
True.
town. So Taxes just can go in there, buy some lead. I've got my smithing tools with me.
Do you have a forge? Do you have a way of making a forge without it drawing attention?
Smithing
The fact that you are smelting metal.
These tools include the items you need to pursue the craft or trade. So I guess I have like a mini forge, or like
If you could
Travel
produce a
forge.
heat somewhere enough to melt the lead, again, a forge is quite intense heat. Magical fires could do the job. A standard fire would struggle, but you could potentially make I'd probably call it a survival check to make a rudimentary kiln hot enough to melt lead. Well, not melt, just make it malleable enough.
If you want magical fire, I can change my cantrips for tomorrow.
I'm just saying, we don't have to do the plan. I rolled a natural 20.
I know. I like.
Nice
I
roll,
get
man.
Oh, excuse me. I get what you're thinking there, but I don't think we've got time to do that without being noticed. But it's definitely something to think about getting, because the amount of times we're gonna need to sneak past people.
Right.
There's so the only thing that I would say is, under what pretense would we be able to buy lead?
Difficult.
Because
I wanna
there's
know what it's
not even
for.
any guarantee that there's lead in this mine. But say that
It's
there
true.
is, and that
Yeah.
you're a random person that is buying lead. There aren't many uses for lead.
Makeup,
You can make some lead pipes.
or pencils.
Yeah, that too.
Ink is easier to get a hold of, and you'd use charcoal for. Doesn't that stuff give you poisoning?
Absolutely kills you. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Didn't stop America.
It didn't stop us.
Didn't stop anyone.
Yeah.
Didn't stop
Pain is
anyone.
beauty.
We put it in our hats
Beauty
and
is
then we
pain.
called them mad.
Yep.
Yes, pain. Yeah.
I mean, I've been drinking it for years. I'm fine.
Sure.
Right.
So what's the
So you-
pretense
so-
of us
okay.
getting in?
So you can get all your stuff into the bag of holding. You need to get past the gate is the biggest issue. Again, so one of the things that would I be intelligent enough to be able to make the statement about the likelihood of the walls that surround this area?
This would be almost military knowledge. So I would make this a history check.
Okay.
But you are able to do. I wouldn't have any special.
It's an 18.
You are in the heartland of Cologneonmybutthole, and this is a relatively new town. This town was formed sort of during the last war, where this place never really came under threat.
Mm-hmm.
Walls would have been made to some degree. It probably was naturally built on some kind of defensive position. You need to get closer to see it, really.
Yeah.
They will have some kind of walls, but they're not going to be great bastion. It's not going to be a great bastion that can hold out forever. They're not going to have spent the resources building huge walls on a place that is so far from the fighting in the heartland of the country. It's just going to be something that, if a bunch of bandits decided to try and take the town, they would get utterly stomped.
So, for the most part, then, their towers are going to be looking inwards. It's a camp. It's not a. It's a town in name only. She still refers to herself as Taskmaster or whatever the hell she calls herself.
Pretty fucked up.
Our issue isn't going to be getting in. Our issue is going to be getting out.
Exactly.
So
So, what I think, me and Hal are going to try and find the route that they took them when they took the dwarves last time to go to the mine with sieges. hopefully we can find somewhere that we can meet outside the town around there that's noticeable enough or iconic enough that we can, when we get in, we can tell you. Or you want us to stay outside and then cause some kind of distraction to start leaking people out.
Yeah, we can like cause a forest fire nearby or something.
So, is our grand plan to go in and murder this person?
No, we won't. We want the
Taskmaster.
we want the miners.
We want the
Are
money.
what are we doing with them? I think once we get a hold of this, I guess, town, Burrafirth, then I think we should not take anybody out of there. I think it should be our place.
I think we already said, didn't we? Like there wouldn't be capacity in Siege's mine.
No.
No, it's not really about that. If we can get the Siege's mine, then we can get to Harlan's Rest. If we can get to Harlan's Rest, we can get to Ben Alicia.
Yeah, but not the thousands indents.
The thousands of dwarves that have been shipped here from the Eastern Ridge, who are more than likely old combatants. Plenty of people with plenty of fighting experience.
But what we need to do is get in there and rally them to do it,
Agreed.
right?
Yeah.
And then fight our way out.
Yes.
So is getting in should be the main issue. And getting out, we'll have like 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just not sure. I haven't really thought about it, so.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, and forgive me, it's been a long time, and I spent many years trying not to use my brain. Place that we need to go next after that, possibly before getting all these people to rise up, is southwest of here.
You just
hours. Ruins of.
Because I'm just gonna turn to Diana and just go. Because we're definitely gonna go and see, at the very least, if we can figure out where she is.
That's cool.
It's important.
That's nice. If that's what you guys want to do, if you think that's important to the rebellion, then
what an incredibly powerful divination. What was it that was one of the primary reasons that school managed to survive, and also your mother.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's pretty important.
She's your mother, man.
She's pretty cool.
I'd like to meet her.
Everything, you know.
She managed to teach you a bunch of spells from a fucking book.
I know.
And the book talks to you.
That's very clever.
She's powerful.
She's very smart.
We could do with someone like that. And that's from the selfish part of me.
I'm a bit insulted. She's
Yeah,
very
I know,
smart.
right? We're
very
pretty
smart. We can use someone like that.
I know, right? I'm equally as kind of like equally as offended.
Right?
Of like we're pretty smart.
Let's just look at you
but
both.
Also like
you called her smart. We could do with a wizard that is capable of doing spells to that level.
You guys can see into the future.
Yeah. What? Who? She can.
You?
Me? No.
And taxes?
Okay, you know what? I know you're coming from a genuine place, but sometimes.
Pretty useful.
Plus, what she could probably give us the opportunity to do is figure out where all the other wizards and sorcerers are.
Yeah, that was in the
Break.
plan.
Break them out. And then we have one great big uprising of absolutely everyone who's massively pissed off at the Emperor.
Yeah.
And we all march on Benalicia. Try and take Benalicia. And that means that we have access to food. We have access to a strong strategic position.
But
That is a
first-
place. There is a place that we can support an army.
But first, the first place that we're going to take, which is totally off plan, is Burrafirth.
Yes.
Which is crazy. So, okay. We get in without magic. How do we get in without? How do I get in without magic? How do we get in?
You have a
These
disguise
walls-
kit, right?
These walls aren't going to be complete. They're going to be wooden, timber, maybe some bricks here and there. There'll be a gap or somewhere that you guys can get in.
I feel like that would be
All you
watched.
need to do is have the human go in with your monkey until
A literal monkey.
they can find somewhere that looks safe on the other side to get in,
All right.
and up and over you go.
Okay.
You can try and go through the gates, but
Just a bit
just gonna load and just go. You're a bit too well dressed to be going to this camp.
I look like a dwarf.
You are doing magic.
I know, but I don't think that they will like.
We didn't think that last time.
Well, it's always a risk. Okay. Okay. We'll
If anyone else has any other plans, I'm happy
it's
to
fine.
listen. But
Okay.
I'm concerned about potentially getting caught at the first step and then having to fight our way in.
What happens when taxes can't lie? You can't lie. Very well.
The monkey could be whispering in her ear.
Wow. That's not how lie. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
I'm telling you
So-
what to say.
You still got parchment?
What happens if taxes can't lie at the gate and then she gets done?
You still got parchment?
Always have
Yeah,
parchment.
yeah,
Of course.
yeah, plenty.
Of course.
Write a missive or something saying that they need another numbers person for the mine. That you've been requested because of your skill level with managing great deals of information, something like that. Just say we know what her name is. Just say that
Would
on
that
behalf
work? Sam, would that
Yes.
work? Like from what we know, do they need a tax man?
Maybe not like a tax person, but somebody to account for how much ore is coming out of the mines, keeping track of that, how much stone day to day. You've seen large volumes coming out. This is midwinter. The idea that they might need another person to keep track of those numbers is not far fetched at all.
Nah, that might be a good idea.
You have a stamp that proves you're official. We know her name because of the book that you read. You know
Alright.
just about enough to appear like a good accountant or whatever. And I know I don't know what they call them. And all you've got to do is basically say that's what you're there for. You don't really need a lie.
Okay, well that's a lie. Okay.
You're there to take account of all of the indents and the ore that they're bringing out. That's actually what we're there for. Just not the exact reason that they're thinking of.
Okay. She takes someone with her?
Yeah.
An indent?
Dewey, you ready to be a little bitch boy again?
Yeah.
Always, huh?
There's a hesitation as he tries to think of something clever, but it's like, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I mean that might make more sense. I don't exactly look like the type that gets shipped in for mining, so that might work.
And Zeke, you going somewhere or going somewhere else?
We're just gonna go and scout around the outside of the settlement,
Okay.
figure out if there's any way, if you guys need to get out in a hurry, that we can hide away in for an evening, or where's the quickest route to get back to Siege's mine and all that kind of stuff, because he's huge and I'm tiny. The only way I'm getting in, is on the back of one of those Imperial carts. And he is only getting in there either with bloodied fists or with a cut throat.
Okay, what about...
I could be good at mining.
Okay, what about us? What about me and Garrick? Are we also trying to find a way in, or waiting for...
I mean, the tax is already in.
I've got my ring, so I could be in the employ of taxes, just...
I'm just going to lift up the back of the cart.
Yeah, or we could just hide.
Okay.
Smells like animal down there.
If you're...
farts.
As I do that, the pigeon comes
so
out.
not what I do.
The pigeon escapes, but finally!
Oh, that's where he went.
Oh, this is so not... That's so not me in there, man.
I know. But you're going to be useful inside. It's just getting you in. It's basically a prison. These people are literally wake up, mine, get thrown food at, maybe get some drink every now and again to keep them placid, and then go straight back to bed because they're exhausted. You are quite possibly the brightest individual that I've ever met.
Physically.
Aww.
I mean, you're also...
Casts light on her forehead.
I mean, you're also very intelligent. You're not as intelligent as Taxes, but you are very intelligent.
Casting light on her forehead as you say this.
I can't think of anything else. I'm not sure what I'm wearing. A hat. I'm wearing a hat. Yeah, sure. I'm smart. Okay, I'll hide.
Since me and Zeke are not going in, should we take the bag of holding and everyone's magic items?
No.
No?
No, thank you.
Where should they stay?
They stay with the human.
But they're not allowed magic items, right?
The bag of holding doesn't show up.
And it's magical.
Does it, Sam? Because when you were doing your detect magic the other day, you commented nothing on the bag of holding. You commented on every other magic item, though.
I didn't. It was what they could see immediately in front of them, which was Taxes and Dyanna. I don't believe either of them had the bag of holding on them at that moment.
Taxes always has her on her.
Okay, in that case, I am going to give myself some mercy and say that it was on the other side of their body.
Okay. I was hoping I could get away with the technicality.
A special bag of holding that's not sure. No. You would know enough to know that a human caught with a magic item would not be immediately shot with 1,000 arrows. They would be told, you're not supposed to have that. Come and let's talk about that.
It's a bag and I need to carry it around with me.
And we want to avoid Taxes talking.
It's more like, let's reach an amicable, you found this dangerous artifact, well done you. We all know what this actually is, we're taking this away from you. Well done you for finding this witchcraft, and we will take this from you now.
Yeah.
Rather than we are going to kill you and take your magic items away from you.
Yeah, and we want to avoid Taxes talking as much as possible, right?
You want to avoid Taxes lying as much as possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
If we take the weapons, then there's no point putting them in the bag of holding for one, because you can just carry all of them and it not be an issue. But
Yeah.
they are also then inside enemy territory, completely defenseless.
I mean, she does knife.
Keep them
She's
in
not
the
magical.
cart and hope for the best.
Can I ask something as a DM, just to see if this would help my players? Obviously, we are saying that this is happening the night before, and you're planning things, and you sort of have this plan as you're going in. Do you think it would be beneficial to the party for how they're going to plan this to see the layout of what they are of the town as they are going? In which case, like, they might see it, and the plan might change, and we could say, unless anybody wishes to specifically say something happens during the night, the party has formed a plan, or most of a plan, as they crest a snowy hill and see Burrafirth in front of them and are able to better assess how they might make it, like, not just we know vaguely what it is, but literally see it right in front of them and go, okay, that is what is happening in Burrafirth. Would that be helpful? Or would you regret losing out on the fact that you wouldn't get to have conversations in the long rest because we're skipping to you looking at it over a cresty hill kind of thing? Crested hill.
Sounds good to me.
I think that's
Fine.
fine.
Everyone else can go sleep in the back of the carts, and I'll push on.
Cool.
Well, no, as in we have a long rest. It's just we.
You have the long rest, but we're saying that we are a little bit time skipped through the night to say that you have parts of the plan, but you are sort of saying, let's see what it looks like when we are far enough away to see it in the distance, to actually say, not just, here's what I think it is and here's how we should do it, but I can literally see the walls, I can literally see things, this is how we, so I will say, it's the next day, it's about midday, as you crest over a hill. The mountains, you are now in the foothills of the mountains, in the midst of them, and you can see right in front of you the virtues of Osman carved into the side of it, and yes, there's my map. You can see a heavy set black stone wall that rises highest in the distance above anything else, embedding itself into the side of the mountain on a sort of raised cliff. There is a winding road that comes down and round, headed towards the east, towards where you are. So you're on the sort of southeastmost portion of the map, where the road goes off the map. And as it goes through, you see it goes up a hill onto a raised, likely fortified town with sort of hills to the north and east, but little bits of walls to the east and west. North and south, are hills. East and west are a little bit of wall buttressment put there. It looks like it is a busy, bustling town. From where you are, you see carts coming down that winding path, which you realise must be the mines up right next to the mountain, coming down through the town and then out along the road to Vinin, of which you are travelling up. It's not like the whole thing is just this mine, so much as the mine is way up there, and there is this town underneath it full of the families of the guards, everybody who keeps this place running, but is not immediately on post here. That is Burrafirth.
What is that tiny...
Yep.
Dad, does it look like there are any indents living in that town?
From this distance, make a perception check.
How light is this?
It is light. The sun is glaring off of the snow in the distance. You can see to the north and south of this little town, there are swaths of farmland that are covered in snow and barren for the winter.
18.
18. It's difficult over such a long distance. You see people who are following along. Others look to be maybe in some subservience. They're little more than ants at this distance, but quite possibly indents serving the people who are not just minor indents in this town, as in mining indents in this town, who are just the personal indentured people of individuals, rich individuals here who have their own indents, much as you've seen for the rest of the Empire.
Okay.
Personal slaves. Yes, hello.
How tall are the walls and how sturdy do they look?
The walls of the mine adjacent to the mountain look very maybe difficult with perspective. You're maybe a mile off from them. They're at least a good story. Looking at the people that are manning it from this distance, they have to be at least a good 10 foot high. These are the sturdy iron walls. That is the steel wall, as it's been described to you before, the one where indents go in and do not come out.
I could not break through that.
But the town itself, maybe like 6 foot, enough that you have a bit of a raised advantage over the people behind you, that it's not like a hoppable fence kind of thing, but not so much a giant wall to look down from.
If you guys want a distraction, I can jump over both of those walls.
Well, maybe put a pin in that. Maybe. I'm okay with sneaking in. By the way.
Does it appear like there's a guard presence on the gates? And if so, do they appear to be inspecting carts that are going in and out, or is it literally just letting people through?
It looks like there are guards there in a almost like cursory position. They are definitely talking to people as they go through, but they don't seem to be stopping people very long, especially if their carts are coming back into the town empty, as though they are here to pick up ore, or leaving the town full of ore and stone and things that you've seen, like broken tools. Although it looks like not loads of broken tools.
We need to get rid of the tree then. That's one thing.
A tree would be unusual.
My tree!
Fuck your tree.
Worked hard to tear that out of the ground.
Not that.
It's fine, buddy. I'm sure you can get another one some point.
It's always dry. Damn it.
Well,
Just fine.
it's either your tree or Diana's life.
That's fair. Fucking jeep the tree.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Thump into the snow.
Yeah, I'm good with hiding. If Vax, what's Vax doing? Vax
Sorry,
and Garrick are hiding with me, or are they?
Did anyone possibly see that tree be yeeted across the goddamn sky and snow?
No. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm just making sure.
It's worth checking, but no. I am a merciful dungeon master, except when I'm not.
Yeah, I'm good with hiding. If you think that is the best option, and I will hide, but I don't want to hide alone. I'm not hiding alone. I will hide with Garrick and Vex if Vex is.
Yeah, Vex will follow. I believe we established this ages ago, and I cannot remember if she has a wedge, I believe. But
I thought she had a ring.
She would have.
Yeah,
a ring.
I think she has a ring through the wedge. I think they both have wedge and ring.
I know Garrick definitely has a ring.
Yeah.
Okay. I can cast invisibility. Would it be better for Vax to go with Taxes and Dewey? Be seen? Because she's...
Yeah, she could be there in a servant capacity. She'd be expected that she might have a measly salary as a lesser human, because she is free. She is not a indent, but...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But she would fit in as, I am here to... because I'm in the employment of this human who is an educated human here to help with the logistical side of this.
Cool. So what you're saying
Massive
is
operation.
we are splitting the party 3 ways.
So we have the Mountain Path team, we have laying in wait until they can sneak into the town team.
Yeah.
and we have the advanced vanguard who are going in, getting some kind of base of operations within Burrafirth town, if that makes sense, rather than the mine. If that
Wait,
makes sense.
We're
No,
going
so-
to the town first, so we're going to the mine.
You're going straight through the town to the mine?
Town for, or I would recommend you all go into the town, setting something up there, then go into the mine, because once we get into the mine, we're not coming back out for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we staying hidden, or are we like? Can I use magic in the town?
Probably just
I
find
I think magic in the town would be fine, but going into the prison, I don't think so.
find out how we need to find out how many guards, how many priests, all that kind of stuff. That's
All right.
data gathering. We could have done it with the birds, but the birds are very
Calling card.
recognize a calling card now. So
Okay.
now we got to do good old fashioned sleuthing.
Alright. Well, how about we go into the town just as we are now? We are like, me and Garrick are hidden, and those three, you go find an inn somewhere. If there are any, we don't know. Let's go. Let's go have a look. Let's go have
Can
a
we
look.
see? Can we see anything that looks like temples? Because I'm sure that we would have recognized what a Temple of Osnan looks like after being in Benelicia for so long.
You absolutely can. There is a stone structure. I'm looking at my own map to see where I put it. I believe it's on the north side of the town. Oh god, it's so tiny now. Yes, there is one. It is on the north side of the town. If you're traveling from the off the map onto there, you sort of reach this middle bit where there's a statue. The main causeway that then heads north splits to the east and west. If you follow that west, you pretty much get to this long building with with a thing that is on the north side of the town there. That is yes, there is.
What does the very large building on the south part before that first fork look like? Before the
It was a really big one.
Directly beneath that statue, like pinpoint statue.
Yes.
That looks hard to tell from a distance, but you've been living in the Empire long enough to recognize a Imperial barracks when you see one. Sometimes the head of the guard lives there. Similar to in Harling's Rest, that was where you had a lot of interaction with Boris. Was in an Imperial barracks. Whether the Reeve is also there, or Taskmaster Producer is also there. You can't see a nice looking house particularly. There are also fairly regular houses around here. But whether they live there or they live somewhere else, certainly they would have regular dealings in that Imperial barracks there.
What about the outside? Is that what you're gonna say? There's three, farms maybe? It's not much farming here.
They look like farmhouses. Not much farming going on midwinter.
Yeah.
But the fields are still there.
We could use crops, maybe.
How much foliage is around at all?
There's grass that is covered in snow. Some of it is shoveled away, especially on paths in the area adjacent to the town. And it looks like a lot has been shoveled. But it's difficult to see from your vantage point. A lot on the road, the sort of winding road up towards the mine, seems to have been shoveled away. Kept clear for carts that are coming down with precious cargo. But not much happening in the farms, not much need to shovel the snow out of the way.
So you're
I would
talking
like
knee-high
to
at most, aren't you?
Probably.
I would like to
Certainly your knees.
offer an option to you
Mhm.
guys. I'm gonna put something on the table. Why don't we skip the town? Because none of us can really stay there except for you three. How about we stay in one of the farms?
I like that.
It's just an
Well,
option. It's just an option that we stay in one of the farms.
Would
Assuming
the
that
farm...
we're not gonna get a decent night's sleep in the cart. I don't know.
Are the farmhouses... Would they be run by humans with indents?
Your experience in Fenrion, usually, yeah.
How
It
far?
wouldn't be owned by lesser folk most of the
We
time.
can. I'm not above cutting some throats to get in there.
How far are the farms from the actual town itself?
So if you look on the map, like,
Pretty far.
15 minutes.
yeah, quarter of a mile.
Wouldn't be able to hear anything if something did go down there.
Exactly. They have
You'd see a fire, but you wouldn't hear a scream.
Could we...
Nothing too flashy then.
Does it appear like we could get there without being seen? Because the fields look fairly open, and as we just established, the grasslands that are around it is maybe knee-high in snow. There's not really a lot of cover.
The wagons the carts would struggle to get there, but you probably could force them through, maybe dig a little bit through. You guys could traverse there yourselves without too much issue. It'd be difficult terrain, but you guys have travelled through difficult terrain before.
More of what I'm asking is how likely is the ability to stealth actually viable, rather than...
All of a sudden, somebody's going to notice a bunch of people going to old McCafferty's farm when really only old McCafferty should be coming back and forth from there in the dead of night. If you don't have any torches on you, nobody's going to see it. Quarter of a mile away.
And also, it's coming from an angle where they wouldn't be looking normally. There's no towns, it's just a river over that area.
Off
If
the
I told
road.
the same. Yeah. No one really looking. Not specifically, anyway.
I think then out of the three, are we able to see all three from where we are? So I don't.
Your perspective, there's one that's sort of behind the town.
Yeah.
But maybe that one's obscured for me, but the other two are very clear.
Okay.
Probably the one to the left. On its own.
No.
I would say it's easy enough to send a raven into the sky to have a look and you can see. Yeah.
I would argue that the one on the right, top right, is the easiest to get to. It is the one that is furthest away from a guard tower.
True.
Okay.
So it's the quickest to get to. It's the one furthest away from any prying eyes.
But it's harder to get from there to the prison.
Yeah. Or
The mine, I should.
Or, because assuming we're gonna have to abandon the cart if we go there, right?
Yeah. Disguising, covered in snow and stuff.
Or the three of you, so Taxes, Dewey, and Vex, head into town because you're legit with the cart. You can carry on to the mines, and with or without us on the inside. Probably with us, because that's how it's working. And we head to one of the farms at night. Make sense?
That would serve my conscience a bit better.
Wow.
Pyro or not, I don't really want to murder farmers.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to
Taxes just
murder
trying her
miners
best.
either, but
Taxes just trying to make her best look self-calm.
yeah.
Could just tie them up.
The mask goes fully up, the duffel load goes over.
Insight check.
Garrick, Vex, you got anything to add? This is a group decision.
I understand. I think the farm is a good plan to have a base. I also think it's a good idea if we get a foot in the town. If we're going to be around, makes sense that we are getting a lot of information quickly. Depends how long we plan to be here, I suppose. It makes sense if we can pull off this plan where suddenly Taxes is privy to the information of what's going in, what's going out, how many indents we got in there. has a bit more access, respected as proper counter. That's a good plan. It also makes sense to have a base outside of the town. I think the idea of having one team set up in the town, maybe there's got to be an inn, right? That looks like an inn. Get some rooms. The other group are in the farm, and you said you're going to go look in the mountains for a mine path. I mean, we might even be able to get you a lead on where they took sieges last. I think, infiltration into the town for some part. If it's not all of us, then whoever's out here should go into the farmhouse. Just subdue them if you don't want to kill them, do we? Farms like that usually have a basement for keeping things cool during the summer, so plenty of room to keep a couple of people.
Either way, I think they'll have a barn that we could stay in without them knowing.
It's also true.
If they find out, then we'll do something about it, and Dewey, you'll be in town, so you won't know about it.
We'll have to wait. What I don't
I'm not the biggest fan of splitting a party 3 ways, but I don't think there's a right way of doing this. I don't think there's a here's how it should be done. This is a how we choose to face it kind of situation.
If it was me, I guess if it was the sneaky people, I would go and stay in one of these barns so that we don't have to kill anybody at night, and then we would do the plan. Either we would sneak in somehow, or we would, we'll do the plan with the taxes with the cart. But if it was me, I would sneak around at night and sleep in somebody's barn. That's what I would do.
Question, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to see the steel wall from here?
Yes.
Do those appear to be cranes?
You can see 2 large cranes on your side of the steel wall.
Okay.
As you watch, you see you'd have to make a perception check. He's lifting something. Beyond that, one of them is active, definitely. The other one seems to have stopped.
How high is the elevation from what is presumably the ground level to where the elevated position is for the mine?
Eyeballing it, maybe a few hundred feet. Wait, no, sorry, for crane to the ground level.
No, so from where the farmland is, and then you got the
farmland is to the cliff. That's what I thought you were asking. Yeah,
the cliff up. Yeah,
few hundred feet.
You've climbed that kind of height before, right, big boy?
Oh yeah. I mean, looking at the stone, how sturdy does it look? Does it look like I could plant pitting into that? Yeah,
I'm saying that as a possibility, not as a definite.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can climb that.
What about the wall? What about the mountain behind it?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I climbed that mountain already.
Not all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about up and over the wall.
Yeah, you're talking about one of those lips, so I can get to one of those lips.
Because if you can get up there, then we can, with that pitting you've got.
I got a whole climbing kit.
We're not as strong as climbing as you are, but we can get up and over. And that would... Well, it's either that or...
Well, you can.
Crane.
Yeah.
Is this instead of going in...
So I'm literally just looking at the iron wall, the steel wall. Sorry, and I'm going to say there's no gate on this.
The same mistake so many times.
Yeah, there's no gate.
There's no gate. No.
The only way you're getting in and out is through those cranes.
What?
Well, no. If you look at the iron wall connecting to the mountain on the left side, we can climb. We can sneak in, going on the hugging the mountain wall.
Yeah,
and we should be able to climb up the hill it's on, and then I could literally just put you over the wall. I can just grow real big and put you over the wall, and then I can
You
hop
are not
over it
growing.
myself.
You are not growing big.
I can hop over it without growing big then.
Literally, we have two choices. The only
It's
two
faster.
ways there is two ways to get in there. Over the crane, which means that we are going in with the guards and the other indents, or sneaking in up the cliff wall and getting in quietly. That's the only
I
two
don't
ways
think
we
we
can
can
get in.
attack on Titan it. So,
No.
Okay, well,
Sorry,
why
dude.
don't... Yeah.
You can see guards walking along the top of the wall, so you know that there's like stairs on your side, on the outside of it, to get on and patrol the wall. So you could walk up the stairs to the top of the wall and throw yourself down, or jump down, or lower yourself down.
presumably those would be in the two towery looking bits.
But it looks like the cranes are the only safe way to travel from this side onto the other without a fall of some kind.
I can fall 10 foot, but I don't think the rest of you can.
Again, eyeballing at 10 foot, you're about a mile away. You're judging it by the ants that are walking next to them, assuming their average height.
I assume I've fallen from worse.
I haven't.
Sam,
Mm-hmm.
Halite does this. Can I see any Goliath whatsoever?
Wow.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, good God, I hope
With
you
advantage?
No.
I'm doing this?
Because you
Oh my god.
Because you
no.
blocked your periphery? No.
Please say no because I get advantage during the daylight.
That's
No.
a 0.
A 0
That's a 0.
total.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
There is a
Snow.
pigeon that you swear is the same pigeon that you let loose, and it is landed like on the roof in the town, and it looks like it's fighting another pigeon, and then you realize they're not fighting, and then it's like this is midwinter. This is not the time.
Hey, they're Twitter
It's being penned
painting.
up in there.
If it was the same one that was trapped in the cart, then it
Yes.
probably just thought, "Oh, life is so short. You don't
Life's
know when
so
you're gonna
short.
go."
You could get trapped in a cart at any moment.
No, I'm just gonna.
You are distracted by this and are unable to spot any Goliaths because you are engrossed into it. That's
You
one
know
a
what?
bad luck roll. Okay.
You know what?
What are they doing?
Good on you, Colin.
They're Twitter painting. What's Twitter painting? Yeah.
Colin deserves love.
Colin deserves so much.
Oh,
I need to
God.
write down my name now, don't I?
Yeah.
This is the most notes I've made of any session. Like, for 6 sessions, I've got no notes.
This is the main one. Okay, cool. Well, either way, I want to go sleep in a fucking barn.
Seems like that's the main plan, yeah.
Question is, you guys gonna also be able to sneak in to this place in the dead of night?
I think we're all better off going to the barn if we're going to the barn.
Halite
Do-
takes off his
Let's
trousers.
do that tonight. Let's all go to the barn tonight, and then if we need to blag our way in tomorrow, if we can blag our way in tomorrow, that's what we'll do.
I meant like we want to sneak to the barn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
well, at nightfall, yeah.
But
Yeah.
we can't take the cart.
No, we have to.
You'd have to
Yeah.
push it
Hide.
through the snow.
Okay.
It'd be too obvious. People would wake up in the morning and see big cart prints.
Okay.
Pass
let's
without a
put it
trace.
wherever we are now. We'll keep them both there.
Halite takes off
Safe
his trousers.
Why?
Don't.
It's easy enough to take the horses with you. You don't have to leave the horses by the side of the road. You can take
Did you
them.
just say why?
Yes, I did just say why.
You see, with trouserless legs, you see metal plating. Halite takes off the metal plating and puts his trousers back on.
Oh my god, no, hey, you got rip-off trousers, remember, babe?
That's true. Rips them off.
Oh no.
You have
That's so bad.
Or a giantkin at least. It's a bit colder now than it was.
Okay.
No,
Let's
Oh yeah, it's a bit
go to
chilly.
the barn. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Let's go to
Halite
the
has
barn.
taken off his armor.
Okay.
I don't have disadvantage anymore, guys.
Yay. Okay.
You wait until nightfall, not long in winter. as you trudge through the snow. You see there are a couple of lanterns burning in the farmhouse. It's not abandoned, but none so in one of the barns here. You see there are a couple. One is a bit roomier, one's a bit smaller. You take one of your choice. Please make me a stealth check. And just everybody in the party make one, and we'll do this as a group. Check. More successes than failures, essentially.
16.
8.
The best I've done on stealth ever.
24.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
21.
I'm so glad you all rolled well. Jesus Christ.
It's difficult for you
Yeah,
and
stealthy.
Vexation, because you and Vexation are literally like up to your waist in the snow. And there are points where you guys can see a disturbance in the snow, but it's like obviously there's something underneath there that's piled on top like a loose twig, and you have to sort of lift them over that before we're about to step on it and make a huge noise. It's a good like quarter mile from where you are of trudging through the snow. It is cold by the time you get into the barn. The one you have chosen, it doesn't look like there's any animals in here. It looks like there's a lot of bushels of wheat that are kept here to sort of last for winter. A lot of just dry hay as well. In the distance, you can hear some braying animals, but in the one you're in, it's just arable farming in here.
Alright.
There's a big old pile of turnips because I said so.
Because I said so. Okay.
Nice turnips.
Okay. Okay, well, make yourselves a home, I guess. Don't eat too many turnips.
Is there an
Definitely
upstairs to this barn?
Yeah, I would say that there is only like one set of stairs, but lots of ladders that lead to that sort of second level. There's a point where it sort of opens out to the environment where you can sort of like push a hatch open and you can see, like climb onto the roof for repairs and things like that they have there. Or if they just need to like heat out.
Just gonna gesture to everyone. Just up we go.
Yeah, I want some hay, so I can have a break.
Yeah, you're able to bring a big thing of hay with you. It makes soft enough bedding, a bit scratchy, but you've slept almost.
As we were coming in, could I say I've tried to disguise our tracks as we're going through the snow and try and get into the farmland as best I can?
Yeah, make a survival check.
16.
16. It's clear that there's been like disturbances to the snow. You'd have to rely on it snowing overnight for it to get fully covered. But the idea that it leads straight to a barn and how many people, nobody could tell how many people, nobody could tell what races they were. But somebody might be able to tell. A relatively keen tracker would be able to say somebody came from the road and went towards a farmhouse, but they wouldn't be able to get much more information than that.
Cool.
I'll take first watch.
Cool.
There's no chance that we are
I don't think we're
not
gonna
doing this
sleep.
without watch.
Sleep
No.
tonight.
I'm gonna take a watch at some point.
Yeah, I would like to ask Garrick if you'd like to scout the place.
I'm not for a little midnight expedition.
Cool.
When you mean a place, do you mean the town or just a farm?
The farm.
Okay, yeah.
Just gonna grab him and just be like, on the roofs. Do not go through the snow.
We can't go anywhere else.
Anyway, just try and get high and scout.
Be a shadow.
Be a shadow.
If you get into trouble, just yell, "I'll come crashing in."
What did you do? Deception or stealth?
He rolled a stealth roll, and you watch him sort of climb onto the roof, and there's like obviously some snow on the roof. You want to see
Together.
sort of. You want to go with him? Yeah, make a stealth roll.
It was bad.
Okay. What was it?
10.
10. You have to go off of a roof because you can't jump roof to roof from the barn to the farmhouse.
No,
But there's a point where you're walking across the roof, like leaning down. You begin to skid along the snow, and he grabs your hand before you go off, and like are about to make a big noise. You rolled a natural 20 on a stealth check.
Okay.
He's compensating for your bad luck in
My
this scenario.
4. I've rolled a 4.
Your 4. This is what this dude does well. He doesn't
Yeah.
do tons of stuff well, but this man is a shadow. Yeah, what's his
Sorry,
total on that?
I'm not a good shadow. I'm not as good a shadow as you.
I can't sing as good as you.
Okay.
Yeah, his 31 stealth is enough that the two of you are able to scout out. There's this big barn, the smaller barn, where you see that there are a couple of animals. It looks like dairy cows. The big farm building, most of the lanterns are going out now. It's getting late enough that people are actually going to sleep, rather than just being sun setting at like 5 p.m. You see that there are a few tools that are kept in sheds that are open to the environment for now, but like they shouldn't be really, but nobody's using them, and there's plenty of iron to replace them around this area. You see a small house just off of the farmhouse. You both would have enough experience of life in the Empire to know that's probably where the indents sleep. It looks relatively warm. At least it's not like a shack open to the environment kind of thing. Certainly not the luxury of a farmhouse. Not that is a special luxury in itself. Beyond that, not a lot here. There's nothing.
Quiet?
Yeah, it's quiet.
Quiet and away from the others, is what you're saying.
It is indeed. As he looks towards you, he goes, I think that's everything to
Good.
find.
I wanted to, yeah, make a note of the indents in the place. Why did you do that?
Well, I also hadn't realised that I was muted, so you missed what I said.
No, what did you say?
A thing that was muted.
No, come on.
Yes.
You said I wanna and paused, and I went stealth into your pants.
Stealth into your pants. Hey, that's not stealthy. It's not stealthy at all. I want to say if it's okay to do that. Like I want to know. I want to know if you. We're gonna do something dangerous, right? I want to know if something happens to me, that you will go, you'll leave, and not just hang around and get killed yourself.
Something happens to you. Then I don't know what I'll do. I want to say that I will look after myself and make sure that I don't get hurt. I want to make sure that I will look after the rebellion we've both been fighting for. But at the end of the day, I have no idea what I would do without you.
I know that, and I want you to know that if you see me die or get captured, I need you to go. It's the name of the game. And like I said, there's no rebellion if you're dead, so you need to go.
No rebellion if you're dead either.
Not for me anymore. I know people. I know what they say. I know they don't agree with everything I say about there's no rebellion if you're dead. But if everybody had that flippant idea that you could just die for a rebellion. If every single person died for the rebellion, then there would be no rebellion. Everyone would be dead. So yeah, if you keep yourself alive, and if everybody else keeps themselves alive, then there'll be a rebellion still. I hope that makes sense.
Does. I promise. There's nothing I can do. There's no way that it will help. I will make sure the rebellion outlives you.
And you outlive me.
And I would ask the same of you.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not too much of a hassle, I know that these things are difficult.
I know. I would absolutely leave you in a heartbeat, so you know.
He pulls you in for a kiss.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go get some rest. We've got a town to liberate.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
This is mad, but you know what?
I know.
When has this ever made sense?
I know. Also, do you think it's quiet enough in the barn for us to, like, you know, just sneak off?
Second barn not quiet enough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We should scout in there too.
I reckon we should go scouting.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, scout it. He takes your hand and he pulls you away.
Like a couple of teenagers.
Like a couple of teenagers.
Best way to keep warm.
Best way to keep warm.
Best way to keep warm.
Hey,
Okay.
Zeke. They haven't come back in a while. I'm gonna kill everybody and get. I didn't say that.
It's just gonna lie his head back down every time he tries to move. Just no. I will stick the bird in your mouth.
It's fine. He's been there before.
I'd like to think for the first time in like 50 years, 150 years that they actually have a night together in a barn.
In a barn.
Not the first time in the barn.
With dairy cows from a distance, but they're being very quiet. And as we watch this scene, as two pigeons fly above through the night, as snow is beginning to fall again, the birds fly over the rime frost that has taken over the town of Burrafirth, up towards the mountains, towards the steel wall. Standing on the wall, looking rarely for her, not in, but out onto the town. A red-headed woman in plate armor stares unblinking. And that is where we're going to end today's session. We'll pick this up next time. Welcome to Burrafirth, baby!
Almost.
On the outside.
Yeah, outside. Almost there.
Oh, awesome. So,
yeah.
I think that's it for tonight. We're going to go and melt on the floor. Cool. So, anyone else want to say anything before we go?
We love you
I'd just
all.
like to say you're all lush.
Nice.
Thank you very much for coming to join us. And much like I've been teaching people in the Discord, if we could and we weren't so sweaty, we would give you all lovely, lovely cushions, but we can't.
I wouldn't. Stay away from me.
Don't touch Doran. Consenticles. Okay.
Consenticles. We love you.
Cool.
I love you from a distance.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Night, everyone. Bye.